looks like it wants me to make things dark and spoopy. So, welcome everybody. I was going to save this game for my Extra Life stream next weekend, but I figured it's Halloween, I should play something spoopy. So here we go. This is The Park by Funcom. Now this is based off of an area in their game called The Secret World. And so it's kind of a meta, smaller piece of a much larger game that they did an entire story about. And I'm sorry for the music, I haven't gotten to the settings yet. This is literally, I've just opened the game and this is what I'm seeing. So, I really don't know anything about The Secret World. I know a little bit about it, so I kind of know what kind of atmosphere. It's kind of dark. And I know that this is supposed to be kind of like a very emotional, dark ride in an abandoned park that's got some lore behind it. That's about all I know. I haven't watched anything other than the teaser trailers, and I haven't watched anybody else's playthrough, so I'm going into this completely blind, which is how I do most games, because I'm a derp. So let's adjust a little bit here. I want it a little lighter, just because I've got bad eyes. Let's see what we got here. And I'll adjust the sound here in a minute. Alright, let's immediately go to the settings. Wow, looks nice. Window full screen. There's a fly buzzing around in here that's going to drive me crazy. Let's go Ultra. Let's go. Alright. Go back and let's do audio. Volume down a little bit here. I'm surprised they don't have a separate setting for the music. It's kind of strange. What do we have in extras? Thank you for playing The Park. The Park is a psychological thriller set in the Secret World universe. The Secret World is a massively multiplayer online game developed that takes place in a modern-day setting where the terrifying myths, legends, and conspiracies of our world are all coming true. We want to thank players of the Secret World who have also purchased the park by providing these unique in-game items for use in Secret World. So apparently you buy that, you get this stuff in the game. You get the Chipmunk Killer outfit, which is Steve Gardner was dressed to kill when he brutally slaughtered these teenagers in the Atlantic Island Park in 1979. Oddly enough, that's the year my brother was born. Hi, Nathan. Now you can dress up like a murderer, too. Yay! Let's see. To add these, blah, 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 blah. You can try the Secret World for free for 7 days by downloading the trial. Okay. So we don't do that. Let's check one more setting here. Gameplay settings. Sensitivity. Enable outline focus. Shout visual guidance. Shout object visualization. Okay. Visual guidance is always good, so I'm going to select those. I don't know what they do. So here we go. It is my first time clicking new game. This is the first foray, and hopefully this will be something kind of fun. The Park is a narrative experience best played in a dark room wearing headphones, which I've got right here. Deals with subject matter that may be disturbing to some players, and during the course of play, the park may manipulate graphics, audio, control settings, and your sanity. This is perfectly normal and should not be any cause for... and I don't read fast enough, apparently. So it's apparently going to mess with my controls. I fail miserably enough anyway. I don't need any help in that department, but we'll see what happens. Plus, I'm sitting here with my Red's Strawberry Ale, so I'm nice and comfortable. I'm going to have a few drinks while I play.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Yummy. It's got kind of a Silent Hill feel to it from what I have been able to tell. My minion hat to help me see stuff. Ooh, nice graphics.
Where's Mr. Bear?
Mr. Bear.
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum.
Callum. Interesting name. There's the hatchet thingy that you get to play in the game with. Boy, she's
Stay
got
in
some
the car. Go and ask
1980s looking
information.
jeans going on. Oh. Well, goody. Now, I don't know what any of the controls do. And there's no settings for me to set controls. Let's see. It's got kind of a sticky control system. So far, I've got mouse look, I've got A and D are my strafe, W and S are back and forwards, and honestly, none of these other buttons do anything yet, so none of the traditional inventory map, any of that. Oh, I've got, hello, I've got feet and hands. Nice reflections going on there, that's nice. Let's see, what is this? Atlantic Island Park Bingo.
Attention, patrons. The park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees prepare the park for shutdown.
Press left mouse button to interact with objects in this world. Okay, good. Oh, it's got a nice big,
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
a tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who use their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. May this park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all those who follow after. Dedicated this first day of May 1977, James B. Longley. 1977. So it's halfway between when me and my brother were born. I was born in 75. My brother was born in 79. I can't open any of these vehicles, and I'm guessing it's only going to let me interact with stuff if it gives me... Now, I don't have any sort of run option yet. Well, here's the information desk. Happy little clouds.
What?
Hey, Recon Sarge. Dude, you'll love the Stanley Parable. That's a fun game.
Lorraine.
Lots of replay value because there's
Don't
different
blame
options
yourself,
you can do.
Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll
Of course.
unlock the gates for you.
Of course, my kid just barrels into the freaking park. Can I... Oh, nice shadows. Very cool. Sorry if it's a little twitchy. The controls are really touchy. Press right to shout to Callum. Shouting provides audible and visual clues to guide you. I'll just push my way through. And I got a Steam achievement, apparently.
Wait up there for Mommy, Callum!
Over here!
Over here where? Derpy little kid running
There's
off.
something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the
Yeah,
apathy of our everyday lives.
I'm gonna put
On the
something
other,
else.
Anything we might dare to dream.
I'm gonna put something else in the
No
spot where
wonder
the chat
Callum ran
was.
back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees, the park is now closed.
It was really too small to read on the screen anyway, so I may put it back, but I've got to mess with the text size. And for those of you watching this video afterwards, I'm talking to some folks in Twitch chat, so just bear with me here. And what is going... Oh! So apparently we go from night to day when we ride the escalator, and it looks kind of crummy now.
Wait for Mommy, Callum! Oh, God. The park. What happened here?
I have a feeling we're either... Okay, good. Now I can run. I have a feeling it either threw us back or forwards in time.
It's easy
Now-
to get lost here.
Apparently, one of the things that happens during the course of play is the more you shout for Callum, the more stressed you get, and it changes what you say. So I can't interact with that. And I saw something flash over here.
Catch me.
What? Wait. Oh, so shift is a toggle. You don't hold it down.
Wait for mommy!
Every time she says that, I'm right-clicking the mouse button. Well, apparently I'm tired. Because it'll stop you from running, apparently. Where'd this little brat get off to? Yeah, it's got a, I was saying that earlier, it's got a really Silent Hill feel to it, and apparently the whole Secret World MMO is kind of like that as well, so I may take advantage of the free trial and try it out.
Come out, sweetie!
Oh, hello.
I think this belongs to Callum.
Oh, I can manipulate the shoe as well. Okay, so did I pick it up? I guess I did.
Callum? Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad can be seen in daily ice sculpting shows in the following locations. Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless slob. Oh, that's nice. Did he go in here? You'd have to use the restroom? Hello? Let me in. Uh-oh.
I wonder what this is.
Purchase the land on Solomon Island for a pittance. I might add whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals. Just the mention of his name and people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. My lawyers had arranged everything in advance. Excuse me? Are you hearing that as well? That was a creepy voice. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter. The soil here is bitter with a curse carried from the old country. Old man Henderson, he did terrible dark things. The land remembers, sir. I dismissed him shortly afterwards, mostly amused by the pathetic attempts at warning me off. I have a great vision for this place. And the will to... What? Surround sound. It's freaking me out. Let's see. Okay, so this is the start of something amazing. Right. That's all I can do with that.
Come back!
Catch me, Mommy.
Oh, okay. Where'd you go, you little turd? What I need is a flashlight or something. What?
Callum, stay where you are!
Excuse me? Wait, did he get on the ride?
Come on, Mommy.
Oh, what an idiot. Alright, can I get in this? Yes, no? Hello? Oh. I'm going to turn the sound in my headphones up because I'm hearing voices like in the background that sound like they're being broadcast. It's really weird.
Where did you go?
That's what I'm saying. Wow, nice effects.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter,
This is what I've been hearing.
his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel.
Okay.
They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup. What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there.
What?
No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all four starve, you fool.
Okay.
Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. Do not fret, Gretel, Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets.
Fill his pockets, precious.
Oh, sorry, wrong world.
The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day. Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white stones
Are you seeing that?
behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents.
Where did you go? Alan, where did you go?
So, creepy chipmunk guy just kind of
After
sitting there
receiving
staring at me, and I
parents'
can't turn
orders from
around.
their parents,
I can't
getting
move or
lost
anything.
in
I'm
the
stuck.
woods, the children were sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked.
So,
Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself, the boy told the woodcutter.
creepy chipmunk guy was literally just sitting there, glowy eyes,
In
breathing
the
at
morning,
me.
their mother gave them a slice of bread
Don't
and
like
led
it.
them deep into the forest once again.
Hello?
Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed.
And I can't shout for my boy right now,
Unable
apparently.
to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
I'm still freaked out about that chipmunk dude.
The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls. Nibble, nibble, little mouse.
Who's nibbling at my house?
An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you. But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel father. Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you. The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed.
Whoa. What?
Once inside the house, the old woman shaved.
I'm starting to think this was a bad idea.
She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping and cleaning her hut. Your brother will make a good
Okay.
mouthful.
I got a problem with this, because if I'm a parent and my kid just runs off, I'm going to be figuring out a way to get out of this boat and run to try to find this kid. I'm not just going to sit here in a boat listening to a story of Hansel and Gretel,
Time passed, and poor Hansel,
especially after
refused
seeing
to
some
eat.
creepy chipmunk, glowy-eyed dude breathing at me going,
The witch, for her part, grew impatient.
no.
Today, I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel.
And I can't yell right now. I can't use my rice mount button to yell. I'm just kind of sitting here going,
But Gretel pretended not to understand. I do not know how. Where is the opening? Fool, the old witch said.
Oh.
The opening is here.
Switching
and she
sides.
winked to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven. Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked.
Yeah, and find the biggest rock you can and bash that chipmunk dude in the face.
And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
What? We have just turned Hansel and Gretel into strange, funky cannibals. And where's my kid? Okay, why is the head of that bloody duck looking at me? Okay, that was creepy. Let me out. Now. Don't like it. And again, for anybody watching this later, there's folks in Twitch chat, so you'll see me looking off to the side, and I'll be talking to them throughout this. Sarge, I think you made a good point when you talked about putting the chat back there. I'm just going to have to find a way to make the text bigger because it was not really that big. And afterwards, it was not very readable on
Hansel and
follow-up video.
I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy. Looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
I have no idea what that dude's saying, but yeah. Alright, where is my kid? Alright.
Said quack, 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 quack.
What?
Come back, Callum.
Really wish I could jump right about now. Okay, so is it just me or did it sound like the kid was like right here? Did he climb up here or something?
Stop, Callum!
Wait, is this a cave? It says follow the trail. Alright. Whoa!
Another accident. This place.
Gross. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon. I'm not truly worried. Blah, blah, blah. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon I will know. Is that a teddy bear with stuff stuck in his eyeballs? Can I wonder if I can get around there to the teddy bear. Nah, the teddy bear definitely has something stuck in his eyeball. That's disturbing. Haha. So every time I get near something I can look at, the screen goes all.
Callum, where did you go?
Now, that actually sounded like a coyote. Sometimes confused with the laughter of children, but that sounded like a coyote. Yep, that's a coyote. Which means if there's coyote around here, my kid is in trouble.
Come out, sweetie.
This way. Man, there's all sorts of atmospheric little sounds that are confusing the heck out of me right now. Wow, look at that. Jeez. And how is this even part of the actual park? Why would they want people to wander this far off the path? You'd think they'd like funnel them into money? Where they're going to spend money? I guess none of that's important. I have to apologize in advance. I'm one of those annoying people that when they play games, I look at everything. I go off the beaten path, explore as much as I can, because nowadays game developers hide secrets everywhere. And I don't like to miss a thing in these games. So apparently I can't jump, but I am fairly freaking nimble on rocks. Alright, so apparently we're riding another ride. Let's go check it out.
Callum, where are you? This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Eyewitness report. Atlantic Island Park incident. Officer on duty, Sheriff F. Bannerman. Norma Creed. We were waiting for our turn on the ride. Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making me an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a whit wary of these suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. I agree with her completely. I don't like them either. Let's see. I'm back in... You are very correct, sir. Mist was one of those where you had to explore everything, and if you didn't explore everything, you missed it all. Let's see. Anyway, the Chipmunk Man, he was carving and picking away at the ice. At first we thought he was making some animal, but the more ice fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face. The more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little faster. Like you were prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter. That's creepy. Apparently some teenagers were rude and the dude in the chipmunk outfit went berserk. Everybody ran away from the guy. He had one of the teenagers on the ground and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids and we were dragging them away. And the last thing I saw before Frank, dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Okay.
Don't hide from me, Callum.
So let's recap. The chipmunk guy that we just saw glaring at us in the cave apparently killed some kids because they made some rude comments about an ice sculpture. Oh. I wonder if... Okay, there's a... You must be this tall.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Ride Octatron. Yep, I do have to turn it off. Here we go. Let's see. Decrease speed. There we go. So why do I want to get on this? That's the question. Is my kid on there? Do I still have to stop it again? Well, here's the deal. I can write it, so I will write it. Which is completely unsafe considering how old and rickety this place looks. Yep, this was a bad idea. What? Whoa! What the heck is that? And it's gone. Okay, not cool. Not cool at all. That was freaking weird. And I wet myself. Nope, just kidding. Okay, who's in the shack? No, we're not going to be writing that again. Let me out. Where's the thing? I think it said faster. I wonder what happens if I speed this thing up. Oh, it's got a gauge that works too. The more you speed it up. To the gauge right there is actually moving. I wonder if we can break it. I guess that's as fast as it can go. I'm just going to leave it on. Yep, we'll leave it there to get broken. Let's see, can I use these? Oh, come on, let me use the... That would have been a perfect opportunity to add in some sort of... cutscene. Okay, see, I don't have a map, so I'm not sure. Alright, let's do this. That's annoying the heck out of me. Alright, so I've got two paths I can take apparently. One of them looks like it leads to the big Ferris wheel. Alright, now that that's done, let's see if we can shout for the kid and see if he guides us.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
Nothing.
Treachery hides in thoughts.
Okay.
Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
Okay, so what we did is we came in the entrance here. We apparently passed the House of Horrors. I don't remember passing that. And we went here to the Tunnel of Tales. And then we ran up to the Octatron and we're here now. So I could go to the Ferris wheel probably. Or we could do the bumper cars and then go back to the Ferris wheel. Well, we're here and that looked interesting. So let's see about bumper cars here. Can I go? What? Good lord. Oh, there's a page. I thought working in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun. But the end of season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around. Most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping. Okay, so let me get through some of this to some of the important stuff. Basically, talking about Chad, the fact that he wears the chipmunk outfit when he's not at work. They're creeped out by the stuff he carves in the ice. Some words I'm not going to say because I try to keep this chat clean. So she apparently wrote this as a complaint letter because her manager asked her to put it in writing because Chip is creepy. And at the end of the letter, she says, I quit. Her name is Laura. Whoa! Uh-huh. Thank you. Now that my goosebumps are all
Not playing anymore, Callum.
doogie. Jump scare. Did not like that at all. You are not funny. Whew. All right. I have officially had my first jump scare of the evening. Alright, so this should be the bumper
Constant
cars.
crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
Oh yeah. 80s music, you betcha. Let's see. There's all these little noises like the wind blowing through the bushes. Alright. This looks unsafe. We're going to go around the edge here first. Because the last thing I want is to jump in there and have those cars like run me over. Alright, creaky. Is that a light? I guess that car's on. Well, I guess I did the right thing running over here.
Mommy.
Oh. So the car distorted when I said wait for mommy. And there's a shack up there. I wonder if I can get to that. Let's see. Before I get in that car, I want to check out what this shack is all about here. Oh, prepare for another jump scare. Okay. Dissuade them. They have sent an inspector to investigate the accidents at the park. I've given him the grand tour and spoken about all our safety upgrades, but he seems unconvinced. In this case, the park itself is working against me. Yada, yada, yada. Offered to pay for a stay at the hotel. Made me more paranoid. Okay. See what... Whoa. What was that? Was that me taking a breath, or was that somebody else? Okay, so I guess that's where we're going to have to go when we get done riding bumper cars. So let's go back. Oh, I know this is not a good idea. Oh, examine accident report. Okay, let's see. Francis Dufresne. I heard a noise. I just heard it again. Sounds like Friday the 13th type stuff. 26th of October, 1976. My brother would have been 1 year old. No, I would have been 1 year old, not my brother. Laborers working on the crane. During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars. Well, they're bumper cars. They can survive it. Oh, Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Francis was killed. Describe any injuries caused. Francis was killed. Short and to the point. Did the injured employee see a doctor? Yes. If yes, did you file an employer's portion of the worker compensation form? Yes. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide them with urine samples. Double checking of the straps after transit should be mandatory, and drug screenings for all drivers. Have the unsafe conditions been corrected? No. This is apparently a photocopy. Some of them are refusing to return to work until someone from the local church walks the park and exorcises the bad spirits. What? I knew this was a bad idea. No.
Mommy is coming, kill him.
Don't like it. But that's a good way to point somebody over here to something that they missed before. Oh my god, that's not cool. Okay. We'll go towards the creepy Ferris wheel, which I totally do not want to ride because I get...
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother.
Oh.
Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
That is a huge Ferris wheel and probably not completely stable, and those cars have spikes on them. Gasoline, kerosene, all sorts of fire stuff. Shovel. Constantly delayed by the incompetence of the builders, the problem is that they are locals, so they believe a lot of the rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, these fools are crossing themselves against that black magic. Of course, that's only why I chose this site over the other potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. Let's see. Called in a few favors back in Brooklyn. Got someone at the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about the local history. Turns out they do, and it turns out the old man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find a piece of plans that I'm missing. Okay, not creepy at all. So apparently, the dude that put this place together was into that old black magic. And apparently this place is built... Excuse me. Shush. Apparently this place is built on a place of power. I'm assuming American native land. Let's see. Let's backtrack a little bit.
Stay where you are.
Because I gotta see if I missed anything on this path, and it looks like I did not. Nope, nothing's jumping out at me here. Okay. Moon's high in the sky, and it's a full moon, just like it is tonight in the real world. Hello, coyotes. That is just creepy. I really don't want to ride this. What? It's safety spikes. Right. I'm sorry, but nothing about this park screams safety to me at all. I'm a line jumper. I jumped the line. Okay, that's disconcerting. There's one missing.
So they are going to close this place down. Doesn't surprise me.
September 22nd, 1980. Inspection result. Unsafe. Close the park. Inspector's comments. After touring the park, riding the rides, and viewing the startling number of incidents suffered here at the park, it is this inspector's opinion that the Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all safety regulations. There's a political relationship between Mr. Winter and the senator, but he's condemning the park anyway. The rides, at first glance, appear well constructed and maintained, but the sheer number of incidents in the park during the last few years and during construction lead me to believe that there's something wrong at the base level of construction, and we should close the park and fully investigate these flaws. To wit, here's a partial list of fatalities in the park since opening only 2 years ago. Family of 3 killed when a roller coaster cart derailed. We're not going to be riding the roller coaster. 14 separate incidents of broken bones and crushed ribs while riding the Octotron, which I did that earlier. 3 suicides from the top of the Ferris wheel. A child seriously injured on the escalator. It's not even a ride. Over a dozen children reported missing in the House of Horrors since its construction. Oh, that's happy. And 1 report of a drowning in the Tunnel of Tales. The sheer volume of incidents mean that it's my strongest recommendation that the Atlantic Island Park be closed immediately. Signed, David Wolseth. Wolseth. Oh, it's another control box here. Does this gauge work too? Yep. Let's slow her down. Not liking these noises at all. God, it's creepy.
You must be this tall to ride this ride.
Punch him in the face. Alright, let's ride the Ferris wheel. Not really want to do this. Holy nuts in a bag. Okay. We've committed. Let's see what kind of spooky faces show up this time, shall we? Oh, God, I hate Ferris wheels. Especially in Oklahoma, man. One good gust of wind blow those things right over. I'm surprised the state fair, the Tulsa State Fair, has never had an incident with the Ferris
People
wheel.
come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
I'd like to point out that there's no door, there's no safety harness, and it's getting louder as we get closer to the bottom again, and I don't like it. Okay, no big creepy person like at the Octa thing. Oh, there he is! What in the heck? Dude's all skinny and like Jack Skellington, but death. I don't like it. Right. Yeah. Excuse me? It almost sounds like it's backwards. Like backwards vocalizations. Alright, let's see. Ferris wheel. So I guess if we go that way. Last thing I want to do is go to the roller coaster, but here we go. Let's see, which side of the road was that on? I guess this is the right way. We'll find out soon enough. This is like all my worst fears come reality. At least it's a dude in a chipmunk head and not a clown. Oh! That would be the missing, and it's got a door. Roller coaster ticket in a doll. Excuse me! Okay. Yep. Mom, I need a new pair of underwear. Thank you. Now wait a minute. If there was already one missing, now there's two missing. Okay, that thing's falling apart. We're out of here.
A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people!
Wow, she's got a
give up
potty
9
mouth.
months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
Okay, now I don't have kids of my own. But this chick has issues. I'm thinking she's got some postpartum stuff going on, or something else. Because there's some hypocrisy going on here, because she just said all that, and then if I right-click the mouse button...
Mommy is coming, Callum!
He's watching you.
Did you see that? Okay, so we got potentially bipolar, postpartum, headcase mom. And then when I yell for my kid, he whispers, "He's watching you." I'm done. And now I'm going to be really stupid. And I'm going to get on an old, cracked out roller coaster with some ticket that some little baby doll gave me. Because I'm glutton for punishment. You think this is bad? You
Always
should have
wanted to
seen
ride
me
this
play
one.
Silent Hill.
Never got around to do it before.
Well, Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 1 was okay, but Silent Hill 2... Ugh. Now, should I have gone down there before I got on the... Yeah, let's do that. I have a feeling I should have gone down to the control office before I got on the coaster, so let's go down. Oh, don't tell me I'm stuck. Oh, crack in a barrel. Do I have to ride this thing to get out of here? Oh, why can't I jump the rail? Oopsie. I don't think it's schizophrenic as much as it is like postpartum bipolar or something similar. Is that supposed to be... Oh, crap. I can barely see that. What is clanging? Because honestly, if there's loose stuff, I don't want any part of it. Alright, well, I guess I'm stuck, so... Oh, here we go. Not a fan of heights. I get vertigo.
We need to talk about Callum.
What?
What do you mean? What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want.
That's a
the
hook.
Antithesis of what we stand for.
That's a hand.
Where is Callum?
Excuse me?
The poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Tell me where my son is.
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
Where'd you go? Oh, God. I think I know what this is, but I don't want to postulate. I don't want to theorize yet. was a kid! Ah! Let me out, please. That was not happy. Right. It works. The calculations and adjustments work. The transport and storage mechanisms seem to be flawless. What a wonderful day. If any of these people knew what they were fueling, and so what if people leave the park at the end of the day feeling dour? So what if the children are more scared than excited on the roller coaster? This could be the doorway to immortality. Such doorways only open to those who have the will to find the key. Okay, so what we just went through was the roller coaster was a metaphor for her ride through the hospital giving birth. But if that's the case, then why was it a full-grown kid that she ran over? Oh, goody.
The witch awaits.
What? So how do I turn the flashlight on?
I can help you, Callum.
There's an axe. Can I get the axe? Okay, so apparently Q does... I can't turn on the flashlight. Alright. The witch awaits, apparently.
Callum has bruises on his arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him. I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me. I can save him. And there will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, he will understand why.
I'm kind of at a loss for words right now because this chick, she's got issues. I don't know. Shut up. Okay, so this is the Sideshow Alley or whatever it is. Oh God, clowns, really?
The whole town was shocked by that one. Never found out who did it.
What was that sudden Boston accent? Never found out who did it. Yesterday evening, visitors to Atlantic Island Park were shocked and horrified by the discovery of a dismembered corpse behind the cotton candy stand. According to local authorities, the corpse has yet to be identified. However, they have confirmed that the remains appear to be those of a child. The corpse was discovered by a group of teenagers from Innsmouth Academy. If anybody knows anything about Cthulhu or H.P. Lovecraft, Innsmouth should be a very key word there. God, what am I getting into here? Who noticed a pair of ravens tugging at something just out of sight behind the shack. Nathaniel Winter, the owner of the Atlantic Island Park, has released the following statement. It is a true tragedy when something like this occurs, especially in a place that was designed to bring forth happiness and joy. The staff of Atlantic Island Park offer their condolences to the family and friends of the victim and will cooperate fully with the authorities to help bring this case to rest. The Solomon Chronicles will provide daily updates on this story going forward. What? The heck was that? What was that? What does that say? Put your balls in our mouth to win great prizes. Moving on. That was a freaking creepy sound, whatever that was. I didn't like it. It raised my hackles. Now, where's the cotton? Pickled punks. Things are about to get a little weird. Sideshow oddities. There's a baby in a jar. Probably should not be looking behind these buildings because bad stuff happens. Ugh, don't like it. Alright, moving on. Let's see. Yep, pickled freaks. I'm not liking these noises. What does this say? Management is not responsible for diseases contracted via the kissing booth. Really? Okay, I keep hearing some jacked up noises. Okay, the cotton candy, there's blood splatters. Oh boy.
Bastard. Who did this to him?
Callum? Callum!
So I can't get around him. I can't go over him. Is it? So it's just a dead dude. Ah! Ah! I don't like it. That was a good jump scare. That was a good jump scare. Made my butt pucker. My butt hath done puckered quite securely. Take pills. Pills on a cart in the middle of a town square. Sorry, I'm still shaky from the jump scare. Sure, let's take pills.
These are mine.
Oh, well that makes sense. Oh, she's got a tattoo. And she's just gonna... yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. That was like a Five Nights at Freddy's moment. F gravity is a father, but his daughter is hot. Your mother, say no to graffiti. Not safe. I have a feeling these are referential to the Secret World. I can taste your dreams. Okay, that's kind of freaky. Destroy reality. Fear the boogeyman. Stop picking your nose then. Ha ha ha. Don't believe anything they tell you. 1980s. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Reagan in 80. What's over here? All that you love will be carried away. That's prophetic. Some kids laugh, some kids cry. But mostly, children simply die. And we went from being in a town square type area to in a building. God, I'm still shaky from that jump scare. Not freaking funny. What? So, I took some pills that somebody just kind of left out in the middle of nowhere. And now I am tripping balls. That looks like a table. Some kind of medical table. Wow. Hello, chipmunk. Can I punch you? No? Okay. Let's see. Can I interact with the floating chair? Oh, wow. I can push stuff around. That's freaky. Let's go back here and see if the body is still here. Yep, and no chipmunk this time. I don't know what that is, but let's see if I can push this into it. Booyah! Oh, nope, there it goes. Whoa! Let's see, what is this? That's a jar of eyeballs. Teddy bears. Huh?
Don't touch me.
Alright, man. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. I think I'm almost done. This is supposed to be like a 2-hour thing, so you can come back and watch it later if you want. Belly button is the signature of your personal creator. I believe her name was Mama. Every 17th child is a magnet for sinfulness. We don't believe that the earth belongs to battered goats and shamrock afterbirth. Only truly naked wrens of righteous indignation are severed by war-crossed cleavages in trust exercise arrhythmia. Wow, so it's like a psychotic version of the newspaper after you take drugs, apparently. Well, all that you love will be carried away. Okay, so it's the same graffiti from the room. Booyah! Ah! Put your balls in our mouth to win prizes. It's so wrong. Okay, so it looks like the little town square area is normal again, if you can call this normal. Good God, that was a good jump scare. I'm still kind of shaky from it. Oh, look, it's not a room anymore. It's we're back to a cart. Alright, so we've been around the whole thing. Been around the world, and I can't find my baby. And I'm on drugs right now. Oh, no.
Oh, God, no.
Normally, medication's supposed to be helpful. Really? We're back to normalcy here? Is that really what happened? If you can call this place normal in the smallest sense of the word. What's behind here? And yes, before anybody says anything, I'm one of those people that leans when I turn because it helps me go faster.
The park is a collage of contradictions all of its own. Millions of people die every year in car crashes, and the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. What secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I've always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
Oh, God. That's the face from the game. Advertisements. Don't like it very much. Oh, let's look around here first. There's got to be another jump scare or two, right? Or another page to read. A la Slender. Alright. Man. Talk about wearing on your nerves. It's a good story so far, though. It's kind of dark. Especially the whole slicey bit. Nope. Nope. I don't want to. I hate clowns, first of all. Boogie woo wah! Welcome to the House of Horror. You're born in a barn. Shut the freaking door. Beat bam, cause I'm about to scare you. Okay, now I dare you. Anyway, that was Insane Clown Posse. Oh, why do I feel like something bad's gonna happen here? Okay, so that's the witch. Just taking a screenshot for my Steam account. Ugh. Okay, let's do it. Where's my flashlight?
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
I literally can see nothing. Oh, that's happy. Loading screen of that. Check, please. Oh God. Cats, this is not the right time to freaking move in the corner of my eye. So obviously we're supposed to stay on the rails here, but Atlantic Island Park has closed its gates. A jeering throng of townfolk gathered as we hung the heavy iron padlock on the gates. Small-minded fools, scared off what they don't understand. My machines lie silent and dejected, but I am not beaten. I've sent my wife and son back to Boston, and I have retreated here to the House of Horrors. I must think. Wish I could knock stuff over. Oh, that's happy. Hello, wolf that will come to life and eat my face later. Because it's obviously not skinned. Ugh. Nothing here? Okay. Okay, so that dude was the dude that was freaking me out earlier. That was Nathaniel. Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Leave me alone!
Don't like it! Is that... It's an upper walkway. Okay, so there's got to be some way to get up there. Okay. So I can't get... I can't just climb and go. Okay, so they're forcing me this way. What is this? Don't do that. Where'd the thing go that was just there? This is very Silent Hill-ish. Excuse me? Okay, I heard something creak. Something moved. As soon as I turned my back. Seriously, there's a lit candle in here and stuff that I can't read. My heart is beating very fast. Yeah, I feel the same way, lady. Trust me. My butt's puckered right there with you.
Where is my boy?
Look out!
What do you mean, look out? And what's up with the Nazi... How is that House of Horrors? Okay, that's the room that I came into. It's just a random hose. Okay, so if I'm able to come up here... I'm missing something. Oh, here we go. He's under the freaking stairs.
Don't leave me!
You jerk. Oh, it's in the freaking air vent. I'm telling you, that's a
What have you done with him?
freaking door. Okay, every time a flashlight flickers, something happens. Nerve-wracking. So did we go over here or did we go over there? Right. Okay, this is by the entrance here.
Give him to me!
I'd be willing to bet these mirrors, there's a reason. The park works, but something's interfering with its intended function. It's as though the very air in this place is corrupting the power even as I collect it. A few casualties here and there are acceptable, but when employees go on stabbing rampages, it draws attention. I'd rather not have the boys in blue, either kind, investigating this place too closely. It's a shame about Steve. I rather liked him. Okay, so... Alright, we're gonna go this way. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go back and around. Okay, that's disturbing. Oh, I do not like the looks of this hallway.
Leave me alone!
Ugh. Alright. Of course, it's stairs. These are concrete walls falling apart. Why are there windows? I guess he really does live down here. Nightmare Circus. Circus burns to the ground on opening night, killing dozens. The owner is put to death by an enraged mob of townsfolk just as he shouts out a curse. Now Raven, a dark-souled wanderer, comes to the ruins at dusk in search of his missing mother. Let the show begin. Uh-huh. Cigarettes and coffee.
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum, did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now. Lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
My assumption was right. This is very Lovecraftian because we had the Innsmouth reference, and now we've got the Dunwich Power Company, which is a Lovecraftian story called the Dunwich Horror. Yeah, I'm not liking the way this is headed. Because if anything Cthulhu-esque is involved, we're doomed. Let's see. A shocking true story. Hunger. The true story of the Donners. Donner family. April 6th, 1846, a group of covered wagons began the 2,500-mile journey to California. 8 months later, they found themselves stranded in the Sierra Nevada mountains with very little to bite or sup. It was to become one of the greatest tragedies of westward migration that the world had ever seen. Now, our panel of Donner experts have uncovered compelling evidence that the families were forced to resort to cannibalism in order to survive that terrible winter. In this never-before-seen expose, read about how the Donner children were forced to eat their brothers and sisters in order to survive. All here are the pages of this shocking true story. Donner party of 8. 8 you, 8 her, 8 them. Very bad pun, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Child's bed. Child's pictures. The wilting. With this novel, Susan Anscombe cements her place as one of the most important science fiction writers of a generation. Why is this lady so twitchy? That's her twitching around, by the way. That's not me. A solar flare struck the Earth. Millions of people are uprooted from their homes. A young meteorologist searches desperately for a way to help global overheating. Not global warming, global overheating. And an exotic dancer named Chance O'Hara, so the dude is the exotic dancer, is the key to saving the world again. Dynamic, exciting, bombastic, everything we've come to expect from an Anscombe novel. Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't look like this one's been read because the pages are too nice. Right. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Can I manipulate this? I have a feeling this is going to come into play since I can play with it. Nope. That's all I can do with it is look at it.
What have you done with him?
I love you from Callum. Is this my house? Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish, sticks. Remember, drop off Callum, electricity bill, fix faucet. So why can't I just use...
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
Ugh. There's stuff and things. It's like chicken. So here's a door, which I can't open. Kind of glad I can't open the ovens. This whole place is creaky. I have a feeling I missed something upstairs when I went one way instead of the other. Miss Maylord, as we agreed in our meeting today, we consider you fully recovered from your illness. This letter is official notification that you are considered sound of mind and body and may return to work at any time. Dunwich Emergency Services. Please note that you should discontinue any medication you've been using and dispose of any remaining medicines. If you feel at any time you're suffering a relapse, please make contact with the local physician immediately. We wish you continued good health. So this is my house. That medication I should not have taken because apparently I didn't need it anymore. And here we have an example of white noise. It's fantastic. So she does have some kind of mental illness, which she was declared clean from. Lorraine, I received your letter and I'm quite surprised you ran off with your father all those years ago, then disappeared off the edge of the map, and then when I finally tracked you down, refused to answer any of my letters. And now you write to me asking for help. I have another family now, another life. Your father was a horrible man, and I regret the years that I wasted with him. Every year you grow more and more like him. So am I the daughter of this crazy dude that runs this place? Is that what's going on here? Let's see. Maybe one day it'll be easier and I can meet Callum, but not yet. I'm not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again, Karen. Apparently Karen is my mother.
My mama.
Emergency services, 1977. Lorraine seems to be suffering from depression that began early in her pregnancy. Our discussions have made it too obvious that these episodes stem from the grief of losing her partner, Dawn, which is not capitalized, which is strange, who died about 6 months ago. There are also several unresolved issues with her father. After being kept under careful observation, we provided standard treatment for this disorder, including electroconvulsion therapy. The patient responded and made a rapid recovery. Now, mental health back in the 70s and 80s was still bad. It was still like it was in the 50s and 60s. They still locked people away in asylums. They did all sorts of insane experiments. The experiments were what was insane, not the people who were there. The people who were there were ill and they needed a doctor, not freaking Frankenstein. Frankenstein was the doctor, not the monster. The monster was Frankenstein's monster. Anyway, mood stabilizers, lithium-based. Now, they still use lithium today, but not electroconvulsion therapy. They use electrostimulation, which is a very pinpoint targeted low-key electronic pulse. This stuff that they're talking about was one step away from Big Daddy, the electrocution chair. They had these sponges wrapped in cloth that they would dip in a water saline solution. They would stick it on your head, temples either side, and they'd crank up, and then you would have this piece of wood and rubber in your mouth, and they'd, and it's just horrible. I mean, if they weren't insane before, they would go insane from that treatment. So this is all relative. There's some more information on here. You can read this if you want to play it. But they gave her a prescription for Zoloft in Kingsmouth. 60 milligrams of Zoloft. And then she can increase her medication as needed, which is just a one-way ticket to addiction. This looks like a law office letter. Brookshire, Middleton, and Stapleton. Our inquiry, this is really small type, so bear with me. I don't have my glasses on. Our inquiry is spelled incorrectly, I believe. Anyway, into the estate of Mr. Donald Williams is yet to be completed. We regret to inform you the primary beneficiaries of his estate, including the life insurance settlement for accidental death, were listed as Rose Williams and Richard Williams of New York State. The deceased parents, unfortunately, they're not. They just consider you ineligible, so she's not getting anything from their estate. Okay. So, one way to go. Down. Of course down. And this looks exactly like the other room. I gotta tell you, the graphics are nice. I mean, look at the detail on that. And it looks like concrete walls, weathered. It's nice. I like it so far. It's got great feel, great atmosphere. Okay, are we revolving Nightmare Circus by the same dude that wrote the other book Upstairs? The park, it was a waiting on a child for taking, use joy for baiting while their mother's mind is breaking. Analgesia win. More medications. Flags Pharmacy. Take 2 tablets. Okay, that's the Zoloft. So we're in our home. How did we get to our home? We were in the park, and that teddy bear is creepy. Things aren't right between us at the moment. We should go for drinks. I was thinking about names for boys and girls. I like Callum for a boy. So this is... We're rolling backwards. I think when we went downstairs, we went to a previous time. Because it seems like the events on that letter are prior to the stuff upstairs. And that teddy bear is just creepy. Okay, so that's the disconnect notice from upstairs that we could read. Hunger, the story of Holodomor. 1933, in the Soviet Ukraine, an entire population found themselves without food. Okay, so basically, like the cannibal story from upstairs, this is another cannibal story, but it's one from Russia. And we're seeing multiple acts on a theme here, I think. Okay, so in this book, an exotic dancer named Lorraine is the key to saving the world again. So this is a story about Lorraine, by Lorraine. And that radio's creeping me out. And now we've got letters. Okay, so... She... See... Lab... Shy... M-R-E-R... Y-E-R-H-Y-C... Cherry? Okay, that I have a feeling that's going to come into play. Because there's letters on the... Okay, that's the Zoloft. I can't play with the radio still. I love you from Callum. Okay, that's the same. There's pill bottles everywhere. How much Zoloft was she taking? Good God. Hey! Take the pills, follow up Dr. Spencer, organize babysitter. That was different than upstairs too. That was completely different. But Callum... Okay. So the sink is still... There's no wrench. Scared to look in the fridge this time. Okay, the meat is now rotten. It was not rotten before, it's rotten now. So that's backwards from what we're doing. That actually went forward in time. Sorry, I just knocked the mouse sideways. I apologize for any dizziness. Also, my mouse settings are a little strange. Believe it or not, this is the best way I can play games. So it's anybody else using my settings would probably...
Show yourself.
Far my god, I used to have one of those toys. It's a inflated rubber thing. You stand on it and bounce around. It's like a little rubberized pogo. And if you miss the letter, it says, "I didn't run away, Dad took me." And the drawings, it's a mother son on a boat. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Red rubber ball. Inquiry and state dots within this got splatters on it now. I'm not being forwarded to close the bill for services this letter. Okay, so there's minor changes. Now, all the stuff I'm seeing is a kid and a mom happy. I mean, I don't see anything untoward that would suggest otherwise. So I don't understand. Oh, of course, we're going down again.
Stop!
Now, her yelling stop, that was me clicking the mouse, because I'm trying to... Nightmare Circus. Chipmunk goes stab, stab, stabbing in the eyes, jab, 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 and all the townies gab, 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 and just lie down and let it happen. Basal ganglium, it win. Okay, so that's about the dude killing people in the park. Just slightly different. Oh, I cannot read this. It's all blurry. But when this job is done, we need to get out of this place. We need to get back to the city where I don't feel like this anymore. I love you, Donald. P.S. I was thinking about names for boys and girls. Callan the boy, Emma if she's a girl. Okay, so that's the same letter from the other place. It's just been torn and stained. And good God, look at all the pill bottles. You know, that's different. That's been blacked out with marker. Very unhappy. See, there's the notice from upstairs. Shocking true story. Hunger. Story of Hansel and Gretel. Okay. So now we've come full circle to the ride. Alright. And now we've got actual music playing over there. See? Handprints. She's been...
The old movie stars say, that's show business. No, here's my old brother, Mike. Little Fluff, come here, Fluff. Yeah, where are you? I'm really... See, out the name for you, not name for now. That's the way it goes. And old fans, new fans, any fans, old fans.
Okay, she was... It was, that's his hat. That is his hat. Do we still have his shoe? Yeah, one thing to note, the Zoloft was only 60 milligrams earlier, now it's 100. Her lies. Why? See her try. See her cry. Bye bye. And I'm sure that would be see her lie. Now this note is never changed. It always says I love you. Car is on fire. Trees are on fire. Everything's on fire. Oh, that radio's creeping me out. Stop it. Yeah, let's get out of there. Milk, Zoloft prescription. Cheese, Zoloft prescription. Bread, Zoloft prescription. Butter, Zoloft prescription. Corn, Zoloft prescription. Potatoes, Zoloft prescription. Apple, Zoloft prescription. Fish sticks, remember, more pills. Ticket to Atlantic Island Park. For a minute there, it seemed like if I had my back to the music or to the radio, it would play play it forwards, but I was wrong.
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
Alright, now there's nothing. There's a thing in there, and there's bottles, but there's no meat. So she is obviously. Her responsibilities have gone at this point. And she is addicted to Zoloft. Okay, there's blood. History of Solomon Island. Kingsmouth Publishing. It's like a black lighthouse. Alright. Interesting. I didn't run away, Dad took me. Alright. 100 milligrams. 24 tabs. Well, 24 tabs for somebody who's addicted is not a lot. I mean, they can go through that in a week. Thank you, William, for the new watch. It's very nice and has made me a happy carrot. It's made me a happy carrot. Yay, I'm a carrot. Or if you're a minion, banana! Alright, so the kid wrote something on there saying, yeah, thank you, yeah. There's a new note. There's the man with the hooked hand. Okay. And now we've got Nodor, as opposed to Hodor, from Game of Thrones. Oh, and now the door shuts. Ugh. Alright. So let's see what's changed this time. That's pretty much the same. Oh, hello! Nope. Baby, I hate dolls anyway, and that's just creepy. I was getting ready to say nothing has changed, but, yeah. We've got dolls hanging from ceilings now. And this is why I need a better chair. You guys see how I'm hunching forward? This chair does not support my back properly, and it just popped. But I have to get up on the screen, get up onto that screen, and read till you feel better. In order to read that stuff, because it's small print. Hunger. Woodcutter is dead, the witch always wins. The woodcutter is dead, the witch always wins. The woodcutter is dead, the witch always wins. And here in the pages of this broken story. Oh, this is new. My two best friends, Dawn and Laura. Okay. The wilting. Freaking book. There we go. Can you hear us, Lorraine? A sun will. Cattle, shadow, domination. Listen, Lorraine. Answer us, Lorraine. Lorraine, we are watching. It's unsettling. Alright, let's see here. It's more Zoloft. 100 milligrams. Okay, the bed is more unmade than it was before, and it's dirty, and there's an ugly doll there. Gross. This is his hat again. That's still there. Okay, let's see. What does this say? Her why, her lie, see her try, see her cry. Okay, so it's the same. Uh-oh. Ugh. Why all the dolls? Okay, so now it's nothing but Zoloft and nobody loves her. Callum is no longer what he once was. Oh, goody! There's a cooking baby. Oh! So the I love you drawing has been burned. There's a baby burning in the oven. That would be the ice pick that dude freaking stabbed the kids with. Let's go ahead and lock that back up in there. Ugh. I wonder if I can go through the second door in here now. Nope. Ugh. Anxiety levels are raising. We consider you to be crapping insane. So, instead of reading what was actually there, she's slowly reformulating the way things read in her head. She is in what's known as a downward spiral, and not good. So he is still a happy carrot. Okay, the man has now been scratched out. We're going down again. Alright, the babies on hooks are gone. I put babies on spikes. Look up Eddie Izzard, that will be funny. I need you to focus on what we were discussing. The Chipmunk Killer, Steve Gardner. He was locked away for what he did to those kids. What? Oh my god, that music. Alright. The walls are bleeding. key to damning the world. See her lie. See him die. Say bye-bye. See her try. Ask her why. See her cry. Okay. Walls are still bleeding. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, Teddy Bear got stabbed in the eye just like in the other thing.
Please, make me see.
That's a dead something or other. So something about that disturbs her.
Show yourself.
I'm sorry if I'm not saying a whole lot, but there's just a lot to ingest. You will watch me rot. So he's no longer a happy carrot. I will apparently watch him rot. Well, the walls in here are not bleeding, which is different. Ugh. Here we go. This kind of reminds me of the Silent Hills teaser. Okay, this is new. This is new. So many
Stories
books.
are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. The child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of the story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch. But I am, aren't I?
Kind of. That looks like a hidden room. That's a bookshelf blocking another room. All right, so the Hansel and Gretel metaphor just came full circle. There's a room under the stairs. Another metaphor. A light would be really good because I don't know if you guys can even see, but I can barely see. And I shouldn't have listened to the game. I mean, I should have.
Alone?
Let me try this. This should help you guys see a little bit better. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can see a little bit better now. It's not as dark. I just kicked the gamma up a little bit. It reduces some of the atmosphere, but let's see. Kids broke in today. It has been so long since I heard laughter, so very long. I took one of them. I couldn't help myself. It was so fast the others didn't notice. I liked hearing him laugh, this boy from the academy. I put him on a slab. I tickled him till he couldn't breathe. My machines came to life, whirring in time to his gasps and shrieks. I think this is delightful. The change wrought in me by the machines is not yet complete. There must be other children I can lay on my slab. Disturbing! I don't like it. I think Stretch Armstrong is Douchey McDoucherson, and I'm not happy about where this is headed. Great graphics, though. Beautiful. Love it. Hey, there's my medication cart. Okay, there's something I can click on. There we go. Eyes without sparkle. That's... something's broken with that. Can I turn that off? No? Okay. Oh!
Callum? 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 Callum!
Ah! Cthulhu! On his shirt! Told you! Ah, no! Stop it! Stop it!
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Heck. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
we're just gonna sit and let this soak in for a minute. All right, we're thrown into a situation where I guess a mother's going to take her son to the park, but they get there too late. It's closed. But it's closed before the park closure. Kid runs off. Time warp up the escalator. Now she's thrown into the future, I guess, when the park is closed. So you go through experiencing all these different rides to generate emotions, I guess, to feel what her son went through. And in the process of doing that, okay, first of all, we learn that she's screwed up, okay? She's got issues in the brain. Okay, so apparently I only got 11 out of 14 achievements, which means I've got to play through this crap again. And this took 2 hours to play through the way that I just played it through. And that's even with me dorking around and searching stuff and talking and doing things. So, what you guys can't see is my Steam overlay. I'm looking at a few things and it doesn't show up on the stream. So we find out that she's not right and that maybe all of this is her therapy session where she is dealing with her feelings and her emotions of how she feels towards her son and how her life has been the park. And he runs off. She has no control. And she goes into the park and she's thrust into momhood. She's thrust into being a mother. And one of the rides goes in circles and up and down. And there's somebody looming over you. One of the rides is a bumper car arena and something gets thrown at you and shows you a direction to go. The Ferris wheel takes you around once and it's pointless. You go way up and you can see a whole lot, but you're right back down where you started again, and you've still got to move forward. Then you deal with your mental illness. You take the medication. You're in the sideshow, and you see a dead dude, which is somebody from your past. I didn't catch on to all that, but then you go into the House of Horrors and you start, I'm guessing it's going backwards through her life. Because at the start of it, she's in a decent place, but then as she goes, see her try, see him die, see her, ask her why, the little cube, burning the babies, the baby in the oven. She's got postpartum. I don't know. So many things going on there. I can't even explain. And then at the end, where she metaphorically, we don't see her stab him. I would like to point that out. We do not see her stab him. We see the act, which is symbolic in a way, because she's got this big evil looming over her, and then she's got the chipmunk crazy man back over her shoulder as she goes in. Now when she goes in, the chipmunk dude's to her left, which is, I believe, typically where Satan is, where the devil is. But she's got the big man over her shoulders guiding with the hook hand, and I don't know what that's all about. The hook hand and the other real hand and the... and then we go to what looks like a therapy session. Oh, and then there's the ride through the tunnel. The initial ride through the tunnel that we have to go through chasing him. But we're stuck. We can't go forward, and the whole time that Goosehead's looking at us and turns at the end. There's something more there. I've got to dig a little bit deeper into this game, because yeah, see, there's a shock therapy revelation that I didn't get. So there's something with the shock therapy. We talked about that earlier. And then there's one called The Mist, which you leave the park, and then there's Family Ties, me and Callum. So there's obviously some stuff that I still need to go back through and work out, and I don't think I got the right ending. I think that's not the right ending. I'm going to have to go play through this again and figure out what I missed, but I'm going to do that for myself. This is my initial playthrough of the park, Halloween night. It's now 1 o'clock in the morning, and officially the clocks will roll back here shortly, so that it will be midnight again. So technically Halloween's over, and this is my playthrough of the park. So if you liked it, you know, throw me some likes on YouTube. I could care less. What I do care about is Extra Life. That stuff up there. If you have a chance, you know, jump over and donate. The campaign is this weekend. It's this coming week. That's a 24-hour marathon, but you can give to them any time of the year. So if you have a few spare bucks, you know, go to my link up there. There's links down in the Twitch information. Just go donate. I don't even care if you donate to my team, to me. Just donate. Those kids can use the money. It benefits children. Children are the future. That's what it's all about. So this is very well put together. This kind of makes me want to go check out the game itself online, the MMO, Secret World. Made by Funcom. I started playing Funcom games years ago with Anarchy Online. That was my first major MMO. And it was pretty darn amazing. Those guys did a lot of work, a lot of good stuff in it. But, you know, this is pretty darn thought-provoking. There's a lot of stuff I need to work through in my head about this game. So, it's been almost 2.5 hours. Most of it is me gabbing here at the end. Wow. That's all I have to say. Wow. So I'm gonna exit out of here, and thank you for joining me. Wow.